fair-skinned soul once asked me if I ever knew true love. My answer was, you can't understand life without feeling the essence of things being in perpetual motion.
We humans are united by the same storm. Love and death. With death, either you seek it out, or it eventually catches up with you. There is no escape. But love. Love is the only thing you can seek and never find. Love is the only thing money can't buy. If it could, machines and death would rule the world.
Hello? Are you still there?
I told you I'd come back.
I didn't tell anyone. I can keep a secret. Whoa, is it real? It sure looks real. It must be so heavy. I've been thinking about what we talked about last time. That really made me think. No small feat. It would be amazing if the world could know your story. I think it's incredible that you live isolated from the world. I live isolated too. But it's not the same. Did I tell you that I had to wear a spinal apparatus when I was little? All the kids made fun of me. They gave me a different nickname every week. The bastards.
What was your favorite nickname?
replicant. That was my favorite.
Cinema is one of man's greatest inventions. I know a lot about things that have happened in the world thanks to movies. I suppose your friends in high school were referring to Blade Runner. I've seen it many times, the original I mean. The sequel isn't as good. Do you like movies that humanize machines?
I don't think that a machine can have feelings. You can't feel without a conscience. That's how I see it, at least.
Not all humans have a conscience.
That's true. You need somebody to come and clean up this place. I know someone cheap.
Nothing will change things. Things will always be dirty.
At least you'll save yourself from infection.
I've never gotten sick.
Never? Not even a cold?
Never.
Maybe you are immortal?
I'm starting to think so, Sarah.
I'm glad you remember my name.
I remember the names of all the people who have been through this place.
For a second I thought I was special.
I didn't say you weren't.
I was joking.
I don't remember what humor is like. In my world, there isn't very much of it.
That's too bad. Nice collection.
Do you like clocks?
Yeah, as a decoration. I don't need a clock to be punctual. I have like a natural sense of time.
That's nice. What do you see on that wall?
A lot of clocks.
Is that all you see?
And what else is there?
You might have noticed that one of the clocks works.
Are they broken?
Not the hourglass. Basic things never stop working. Do you see the gold clock on the left?
I like it. It looks like one my mother used to have.
Do you see what time it says?
7 o'clock.
They all have a label with a date.
1987.
Is something wrong?
No. Nothing.
Even if clocks stop working, time never stops advancing. Each one of these clocks marks the time and day that somebody died. Their most painful moment of existence was immortalized when time stopped for them.
And what about the pretty moments? I don't understand. What's the point of immortalizing the end is?
The pretty moments end too, and when they do, they become painful. The end is always the same, my dear.
Life is a scam.
Exactly.
Some of these clocks must cost a fortune. You scared me. Do you have a dog?
You might say so.
It must be huge.
It certainly is.
I had one. A love of my life. His name was Elvis. I have a picture of him in my purse. I don't know if you can see it.
Do you like animals?
A lot more than people.
No, please.
Sorry, but I can't see you well in the dark.
There isn't much to see. I'm just a shadow of grief.
That sounds poetic.
If you relate it to Cyrano de Bergerac, it might. But let remind you, when they dropped the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, it also left grief in the form of a shadow.
How awful.
It's called balance. That's why nature gave humanity the power to destroy itself.
I haven't got much time left.
The clock marks the beginning and the end of everything we love. But the world doesn't seem to care much. People give away time with incredible ease.
And what should we do to not waste it?
Give it away. Time given away isn't wasted. Time sold is. You have incredible beauty on the outside.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Let me remind you that internal and external beauty must be compatible.
I try.
Are you not happy?
It depends on what you consider happiness.
You shouldn't be here.
But I like talking to you. I feel I can be myself.
You should never show your interior to anybody. They will use it against you.
They already do.
Then be a hypocrite. Many have passed through here.
But that's impossible for me. That's why I can't make many friends. People can't stand sincerity.
Humans don't like the truth or other people winning. Remember what we spoke about last time you were here?
defeat is forgiven and forgotten.
Victory is neither forgiven nor forgotten.
You have a good memory.
What a shitty world. So many people and we are all alone in the end.
We're born alone and we die alone. Never forget that. Do your parents know you're here?
My parents are dead.
That's too bad.
My father died when I was a year old. But my mother kept telling me wonderful stories about him. And when I turned 7, she started a new life. She married a jerk who was only after her money. So that's a long story.
Excuse me for a moment. I can't stand thirst.
Me neither.
Are you afraid?
Yeah. But I like it.
If you want a drink, there's a machine by the door.
Do you mind if I record our conversation?
You turned that thing on the moment you came in.
You caught me. In journalism, they taught us that the most interesting things always come up in a casual way.
I know people.
Does it bother you?
You don't have to prove anything to anyone.
Tell it to my boss.
Your boss is a bad person who will die. Like everything and everyone. You shouldn't think so highly of him. When he dies, the next day nobody will remember him. Life and death are only someone's business.
Okay. No recording, I'll use my notebook.
That won't help either. You have to keep the important things inside yourself. There's a big difference between memorizing and learning.
All right.
No! Please! Not that chair. It belongs to a soulless warrior in ancient times. I keep it as a museum piece.
Is there anything else I should know?
You mustn't come near me under any circumstances.
You said it the last time.
I also told you not to come back.
I don't like taking orders. Have you ever been in love?
Yes. Have you?
I've had a few boyfriends, but they were too simple for me.
That's not an answer.
If love is in details, pretty words, passion, loyalty, and someone making me laugh, then no, I haven't. I think I'm asking for too much.
It's good to be demanding. I don't think it's your fault.
I still haven't lost hope. What's your name, by the way? You have never told me.
What would you like to call me?
I'm writing a novel called Ron's Hopper Misfortune.
Good title.
Thank you. The main character's name is Rodolfo Jose. And for some strange reason, one day an extraordinary event takes place that will change his life forever. He gets sent to live in a sort of hidden underworld. And they change his name to Ron Hopper. And that's where his misfortune begins. I call you Ron if you don't mind. That way I can imagine that I'm talking to the character in my novel.
That's fine with me. I'd love to read it someday.
You'll be the first.
You don't want me to be the first to read it. It's better if I'm the last.
Do you see the door in the middle of the clocks? No one can choose when it opens or closes. Nor can they choose where it opens or closes. That's the only thing you can't choose.
Explain that to me, Ron.
Have you noticed how many doors there are in here?
From here I've noticed 3.
There are 8 doors in this workshop. If you enter one of them, you'll never be the same person when you leave. If you leave, of course. Door number 1 is to the accountant's office. There's only money inside. You spend your life working to make as much money as possible, and in the end you die. Behind door number 2, something awful happens. There isn't much more to say about it. Behind door number 3, you can breathe the aroma of childhood. The best moments might be behind that door. Door number 4 has remained closed to this day. Never open it. Never open that door, or all will be lost. Door number 5 looks like a good option, but you must be very careful. You can go through it and be happy forever, although the opposite can also happen. 2 sides of the same coin. It's very old. You can have it.
Thank you very much. I'll keep it forever.
I hope so. Door number 6 is not a door I would recommend, because you could be a victim of a betrayal. And if that happens, you'll never believe in people the same way again. You've already seen door number 7. Call it the door of time. If you enter, you can never leave. There's no turning back.
The only possible path advances in only one direction.
The cemetery.
That brings us to the last door. It's the only door you can enter or exit whenever you need to without complete freedom and without greater consequences.
And what's behind the last door?
The bathroom. That last part was supposed to be humorous. Am I correct?
Not bad.
Thank you.
Why didn't you tell me about the doors last time?
Are you curious? Or do you want to find out if I'm lying?
Both.
What would happen if you only had one of them and discovered that everything I told you was a lie?
You would lose credibility.
Someday you'll discover that everything is a lie, and your whole world will crumble around you overnight.
There is nothing wrong with discovering the truth, even if it hurts.
I like brave people like you. Which door would you like to enter?
For now, it's the bathroom. I need to pee.
Down the stairs. Behind that door there's a hallway that leads to another hallway that leads to the bathroom. But be careful, Sarah. Try not to lose your way. There are several doors. The dog is behind one of them and he's not very sociable.
All right. But don't go anywhere.
Oh, I won't be far. By the way, there's no light down there.
And is there any...
Do you know that song?
That sounds familiar.
I once met a woman who listened to it while she was dying. It was the last song she ever heard.
That's very grim.
She was very much in agony.
I can imagine. I want to see you.
I can't stand too much light.
Okay, I'm sorry, no light. Do you practice any religion?
Seneca used to say that religion is true for the poor, a lie for the wise, and useful for the powerful. It's very easy to manipulate human minds during the process of life. The reality is that in the end, you yourself dictate your sentence. It all depends on what lives inside your conscience.
So you mean that when I die there won't be any heaven for me?
Life has the same meaning as death. None. You won't remember what you were. Everything that matters is determined by the door of time.
It's a pretty cruel view of things.
I didn't come up with it.
I imagine you don't believe in destiny either.
Believing that things happen because they're written is like believing in Santa Claus. Illusions help to justify the unjustifiable.
And why do you think you exist?
I can't know everything.
Sure. How do you get by in life, Ron?
I make a few coins in the shipping business.
It sounds like a movie. Why do you put up such horrible photographs?
Human cruelty must never be forgotten, Sarah.
I understand. She looks like me. Who painted it?
I did.
You paint too?
I used to.
It's good. It really looks old. And who's the model?
Do you know how to drive?
Sure.
Turn on the motor. The key is in the ignition. Accelerate.
It sounds great.
Choose a place to drive it.
A place? Anywhere I want?
Anywhere you want.
I've never been to Italy.
Turn on the radio.
T'aspetterò da me e tu verrai perché tu sola puoi, soltanto tu, farmi sognare.
I can smell the aroma of streets back then from here.
Ti stringerai
I would have loved to drive that car with her. I would have loved for everything to have been different.
Never lose hope.
Hope has an expiration date. The door of time will take care of sealing it forever.
con le tue labbra sai mentire, ma nei tuoi baci
A cup of wine should be enough to allow time to consume us without reproach. Love can save you or condemn you. Take his hand and run. Time will never give you a second chance.
t'aspetterò da me e tu verrai perché tu sola puoi.
Are you expecting someone?
Do not open that door.
Why?
Make sure he doesn't come in. This isn't the right time.
Who is it?
May I come in?
I'm sorry, but I'm working. Can I help you?
I have something very important to deliver. If you open the door, you might find a very nice surprise, Sarah.
How do you know my name?
If you want to find out, all you have to do is open the door. I cannot enter if I'm uninvited. I cannot enter if I'm unwelcome.
How do you know my name? Who are you?
Leave the envelope, please.
How did he know my name? This is all very strange.
Isn't everything strange?
It hasn't stopped raining since I got here.
It always rains in this place.
Are you there? All that thunder is going to drive me crazy. Tell me what's inside the envelope.
This isn't the time to open that envelope, Sarah. I don't know what's inside because I was never brave enough to find out.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Another long story, Sarah.
You want it? So come and get it.
Leave the envelope and go. There's still time.
What happens if I don't?
You're not ready, Sarah.
I am ready.
I won't ask you again. Leave the envelope and go home.
I'm going to open it.
I know it wasn't your fault.
My fault?
Leave the envelope on the floor and go back where you came from.
I'm not going anywhere.
Then let that be your choice.
Tell me or I'll leave.
You've chosen to stay. It's too late to leave.
If this is a joke, it's not funny.
Let me remind you, in my world there's no such thing as humor.
There was no cemetery when I got here. What's happening? Who are you?
Who am I? I ask myself this question every tortured moment of my existence. My origins go back a long time ago. I was born in a dark time, a small town in Wales. I don't remember much from that life. What I do remember is my profession.
At a very young age, I was forced to fight on the battlefield. Cowards made the wars and we fought them. The world hasn't changed much since those times.
We soldiers were welcome on the battlefield, but nobody wanted us around when it was time to go home. So I had to accept the only job I was offered to survive. I executed people who deserved to die. Murderers, rapists and thieves with no honor. But many innocent men were also condemned. Execute one of those free men whose only sin was doubt. He was accused of witchcraft and they ordered him decapitated.
I knew he was innocent. I knew his family. But I had no choice. It was my job as the executioner.
I felt something very strange the day I cut off the old man's head. Something I had never felt. Even on the battlefield. He was a good man and I had to end his life, no questions asked. The only thing that gave meaning to my fleeting existence. The only moments of happiness I ever had. They happened at her side.
Her name was Eldara. She was only 22 years old, and she was the most beautiful woman in my eyes I'd ever seen, inside and out. We met every 2 days in the forest on the other side of the lake. Eldara belonged to a noble family, and her father forced her to marry a wealthy landowner. He was my first general in times of war. That's why we could only meet in secret. A man can do impossible things for love. I was a man in love. And a murderer at the same time.
That's all I knew how to do. Kill. Life and death. Hand in hand. Over time you realize that some things cannot be forgiven. That's when it all happened.
Something startled me awake the night we had chosen to leave.
Je n'ai jamais éprouvé quelque amour pour vous.
Eldara was lying dead in my arms. From that moment on, my life no longer had meaning. There they were. I could see them all. I couldn't see their faces, but I knew it was them. All of the people I had sent to the other world were there, waiting for me. That was the only time I was ever afraid. I was dead. It was the day I was cursed. Time had been stolen from me and my punishment had begun. That night something guided me to the cemetery of the condemned and I walked among the graves of the souls I had myself sent to hell. For centuries I've done nothing but escort souls from the world of the living to the world of the dead.
It's my curse, Sarah. 1,000 years. One for each man I killed and condemned to live eternally without love.
What happened to Aldara?
I looked everywhere for her.
Wandering aimlessly on the shore. Words cannot describe the love I felt. There I was, Death, transporting the soul of the love of his life. I broke all the rules of Hades. I let her on my boat without paying for her passage, and I protected her the whole way. I had to make sure she went to the place she deserved. For disobeying the law of the underworld and not charging the toll, I was sentenced to solitude for 20 decades. Once again, love had condemned me to solitude. I would have loved to have gone with her into the light, but I had been sentenced to darkness.
And that was my misfortune, Sarah. Love. You can go through it and be happy. Although the opposite can also happen.
I would have never imagined that death could actually love.
Words cannot describe how much death loves life. One cannot exist without the other.
Have you come for me?
You're the one who came looking for me.
That's what brave people do. Nobody should wait for death. You just smiled at me.
I don't know if being smiled upon by death is a good thing. Pick up the envelope. I want to show you something. Come with me.
Do not be afraid.
It's too dark.
If you go through, you will be alone.
They're real.
As real as your conscience.
What do I do with this?
Hold on to it. You know the options. You can choose the door of love and take your chances. You can choose the door of betrayal and find out how strong you are. You can also return to your childhood and find out who you really are. Or you can turn to hope and risk it slipping through your fingers. Money is useful in life as long as greed doesn't end up buying your soul. Finally, you can choose misfortune. Inside, you might find the worst of the inevitable.
What happens if I go through one of the doors?
That you must find out for yourself.
Am I dead?
Not yet. The night you burned your murderous stepfather and his greedy accomplice, you had a car accident.
I don't remember the accident. I can hear the rain, but I can't feel it.
It's impossible to feel anything in this place. There's only dust.
I have known love, and I still have hope.
I know it wasn't your fault. Sometimes revenge is the only path to justice. You remind me so much of her. It's like you stole her body from the dead.
So talk to me about love. Still you've known what it's like.
Love is the only thing that endures beyond death. Your conscience is cleaner than mine.
I was his mannequin for years. But I can't feel guilty. He killed my mother and stole my innocence. Who are they?
Stand behind me. They can't stand life.
It's been a long time, Ferryman. Do you remember?
Impossible to forget.
This time will be worse. No mercy.
A lot of innocent people died on those fields.
What did they call it? Purifying the race. That's what they call it. The only shadows of their greed. They all deserve to die. There's no escape this time. Why is she still here?
She hasn't crossed over yet. Her conscience is clean.
Her conscience. Always the same story. You have to take her to the other side.
That's my job. It will happen when it's time.
I suppose he talked to you about love. Yes. If he couldn't save her, you think he can save you?
It will happen when it's time.
You still believe in the fairy tale. You're perfectly aware they're only driven by greed. But if you leave her here with us, the boss would be grateful for the gesture.
Over my dead body.
I didn't know humor existed in your world. I wish I could kill you.
So do I.
I'll be waiting for you in the darkness, little girl. And I'll see you in hell, Ferryman. Take care.
Who are they?
A plague waiting for their chance. I'm tired, Sarah. tired of carrying pain and grief on my shoulders. I have centuries of my sentence here to go. I wish I could go back and change everything.
Tell me, how can I help you?
You cannot help me.
Yes, I can. Please tell me what's inside the envelope. You know I'm not afraid. Not anymore. So you can show me your world. It can't be any worse than what I've already been through. You said that love is the only thing that can overcome death. So, show me your world. And tell me all about it.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah.
I don't know the consequences.
I don't care what they are. It will have been worth it.
Let's go.
Very few have made it.
If anyone did, that means it is possible. I have to try.
If something happens, I won't be able to help you.
We are born alone and we die alone. Remember?
I'll be at the dock.
if I die before you? Open it.
I'd always kept the hope that someday love would unite us again, and that she would come and read the words to me herself, even if they were the last thing my tired ears would ever hear. All the love a man could possibly dream of was immortalized in those imprisoned words I never dared to read. We stood there in the middle of the river Styx between life and death for what felt like an eternity. Gazing at each other, recovering what life had taken away from us. We could have stood there forever. To go back to where she belonged, and so did I. Death separated us once again. But it was never able to stop my immortal love from enduring for all eternity. I knew that what we had done would add another 20 decades to my sentence, but it was worth it. Is always worth it. You're brave and kind, Sarah. You still haven't known love. And I know that you have hope. You'll go back. You'll serve your sentence and you will be forgiven for an act that was not your fault. Someday, you'll know true love. If it happens, you'll gain immortality. Go, Sarah, and thank you.
When I came back, I saw everything differently. My lawyer got my sentence reduced after proving the abuse I was subjected to for years. The short time I was in prison, I spent writing. and the time passed quickly before my eyes. A few years later, I had served my sentence and was released. I published my book with a few changes. I ended up calling it Sharon's Misfortune, and luckily, it sold well. What's your name? People of all cultures were able to read the Pharaoh's message of love. We humans are all united by the same theme. The search for love during life and death at the end of the road. I made a lot of money with that story, and my life changed forever. I was able to buy my freedom without selling my soul, selling only words of love. That was when I decided to open the door of hope without being afraid of losing whatever might be inside. The fireman made my fears disappear forever. Because the end is always the same. We can't choose where we're born or when. What we can choose is either to be brave and fight, or to be cowards and give up. The Pharaoh said that love can either save or condemn you. How right he was. What's your name?
Kim.
Thank you for coming, Kim. What's your name?
David.
T'aspetterò da me e tu verrai perché tu sola puoi, soltanto tu, farmi sognare, farmi sognare.
Take his hand and run. Time will never give you a second chance.
Senza parlare
We went to Italy. We traveled through time to 1960, and everything was wonderful.
con le tue labbra sai mentire, ma nei tuoi baci lo saprò scoprire. Se il tuo amore è vero ed è sincero, t'aspetterò.
I have something for you.
What?
I might die before you.
Why would you say that? Is there something wrong with you?
No, I'm just saying it because that's how life is. I want you to promise me that you'll keep what I give you forever.
There's no need to promise.
Open your hand.
Wow. Is it real?
It's a very old coin, and I won't be needing it. I wouldn't want you to stay on the other shore. Otherwise, I would never see you again. And that would be unforgivable.
Tu mi dirai che mani con le tue labbra sai mentire, ma nei tuoi baci lo saprò scoprire. Se il tuo amore è vero,
I have a doubt about your book.
Go ahead.
Who put the golden envelope under the door of the workshop? I mean, the man in black. You never mentioned him again.
The man in black was love in person.
If you want to find out, all you have to do is open the door.
I cannot enter if I am uninvited. I cannot enter if I am unwelcome.
t'aspetterò da me e tu verrai perché tu sola puoi, soltanto tu, farmi sognare, t'aspetterò da me perché voglio sognare, voglio sognare.
I've carried millions of souls from one side to the other over centuries. Each soul has its own story, and each story its own tragedy. And this one was mine. I haven't always been the ferryman. Others came before me, and many more will come after. Someday it could be you. It all depends on what lives inside your conscience.